these are pretty pointless now. You should probably like the video and subscribe if you're here. That'd be cool. Have a good one. Okay, I really didn't expect to be here the day of the playoffs. I thought I was going to be here at least after the games. Currently sweating. Still the same thing. It's real hot. Anyway, Kevin Durant. Yeah, that Kevin Durant has been traded to the Houston Rockets. And honestly, this is one of those trades that, I thought that we all knew this was going to happen. At this point, it is an inevitable. Well, at this point, it is now just a fact. We knew going into this offseason, especially for the Suns, as a Suns fan, this was going to have to be the move we made. You can't get off Bradley Beal's money. That is just kind of impossible. We know it's not going to happen. So we have to live with what that is, right? From Shams Charania himself, the Phoenix Suns are trading two-time Finals MVP Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, and the number 10 pick in the 2025 draft, and 5 second-round picks. Firstly, I think every person in this trade is getting moved to a different place. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't like Dillon Brooks. I think Dillon Brooks is actually quite useful as an NBA player. I think enforcers are good to have on a team that has like playoff aspirations at the very least, and has proven like he can be a scorer. He can be an offensive option. Still a great defender regardless. He may get into some boneheaded situations. Maybe he's dirty. Yeah, sure, whatever. But Dillon Brooks is one of those players you'd rather have play for you than against you. So I'll take it. Jalen Green, I think, has to be moved. I think Jalen Green is just... No. And I got so much love for Jalen Green. Half Filipino brother to Filipino brother and me. Look, I want to buy a Jalen Green Phoenix Suns jersey. You know, I want one. But I also understand that Jalen Green, unless he understands the game of basketball on a much higher level than what we think he does, Jalen Green isn't going to succeed on this team, and this isn't going to catapult this team to superstardom, you know? Jalen Green, at best, is Devin Booker light. I don't think he is going to be that guy to make that much of a difference. Like, yes, he's a young, promising player. He's 23 years old. He could grow to be something, but I don't think he's growing to be something on this Phoenix Suns team. It is nice to get 10th overall pick back. I think that is okay. There's some people in this draft that you can target. Maybe like a Noah Esongwe falls down. Maybe Jeremiah Fears is still there. I'm not really sure, to be honest. But I think for what you could get for Kevin Durant at this current point right now, this might have been the best you got. Yeah, okay. Maybe the Spurs were a destination that he wanted to go to, but they're not giving up pick 2. They're not giving up Stephon Castle, and everyone else in the trade isn't that great. It's either Jeremy Sochan, which I don't think they're getting rid of Sochan, Devin Vassell. Okay, he's a bit expendable, but I think what San Antonio is going for, they're going to try to get Dylan Harper. I think Ace Bailey is not going to the Spurs because Ace Bailey wants to be a star on a team on his own. Yeah, no, that... So apparently the last 2 teams that were involved in this were Houston and Miami. With Kevin Durant's situation as an expiring contract after next year, I think this is his last year, so it's always going to be a rental. There was no reason for teams to bid like crazy for Kevin Durant, you know? At least maybe mid-season. It makes you think, if the Suns managed to get Jimmy Butler, would that have been a better move than this? Potentially. Also, if they manage to get the picks, even better. This trade here, I hate the way they write it as if Jalen Green is staying here. I think Jalen Green is getting shipped off the second he starts playing good basketball. The Suns land a 23-year-old scorer for a high-powered backcourt with Devin Booker, a tough 3-and-D player, and now have 3 firsts and 8 seconds to use in trades. I don't think they're trading that pick because 10th overall is still something to go with. For reference sake, Devin Booker was 13th. So maybe you could hit gold. Maybe it is a great pick for Phoenix here. The second round picks, I think we can start to look at being like, yeah, we could throw this around. We could make some moves around the edges. What do I think the next move for the Suns is? I sure as hell hope that it doesn't involve trading Bradley Beal and 10 to get off of his money. Because if that's the move, we're so done. We are so cooked. Especially because we don't have any of our picks. We have to be competent. We have to be a team that wins. And sadly, I don't think it's going to happen. Also, goddamn, the new big three, right? I don't want to call it a big three. It is not. It was barely a big three before, and it still isn't now. But you have Booker, Beal, and Jalen Green. All three of these guys are two guards. At best, combo guards. They're literally all doing the same thing. We went from three guys who did the same thing on the court fundamentally in scoring to three guys who played the same damn position. If I'm going to be honest, I'm angry. I would have been angry regardless of the trade because I don't think there was anything you could have got from it. I don't think this trade was going to make me happy either way. You know, we saw what happened with Desmond Bane, and we saw that he got a 4 first-round picks. One of those was a Suns pick. Crazy how those just get thrown around. This is not what I wanted. But if I'm going to be completely honest, anything I wanted was not going to be offered. Maybe we could have gotten Reed Shepherd as well, included in the deal. He didn't play that much, but of course, he's a rookie and getting his feet under him. Maybe we could have got Tari Eason, Jabari Smith Jr., maybe. Right? But also those guys are lottery picks. So, I don't know. They needed to get rid of Jalen Green, and I guess they did it. I just thought we would have gotten more picks. If they said 2 firsts and 2 seconds, I would have been like, yeah, sign on the dotted line, take him. It don't even have to be a good first. It can be a late round first. I would have taken it. Yeah, damn. That is the move. As of first impressions of this trade, that's how this goes. If you like the video, hey, a like is always appreciated. If you liked it that teeny tiny bit more, a subscription will always be great. Thank you so much for watching. Man, this has kind of taken the news cycle away from anything about Game 7 tonight. But again, Game 7 is tonight. Let's see what happens. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.